Okay, this does nothing anymore. We need our true strike. All should be done. Nice.
Let me tell you something before you decide my fate. Nyrissa is gone. She cannot keep me silent any longer.
He is bandaged again. Bandaged. Okay, that's the word. Okay, tell me, what happened to your bandage? That interests me more right now.
I'm tired of lies and deception. Our meeting wasn't a coincidence. It was Nyrissa who sent me to the Temple of the Elk. She conjured that fog and sent Jod a version of the place. Since then, I've been watching you, waiting for a time to act. For Nyrissa.
Yeah, but you waited, but all that in between, that was you. You were being a cool guy.
But that's not all. I helped her create and plant the unwilting flower that almost destroyed your barony. As you can see, everything that happened in Mordecai's tomb was but one of my many crimes. That is all. Deal with me however you think best.
Yeah, but I don't think you actually did this because you want to do it due to being evil. I think you did this because you were forced to do it. Because she has you on... well, she has you on a leash. Tristan, who are you?
I am a Deva. Once a sacred servant and messenger of Sarenrae herself.
Not a diva?
Once it was my calling to heed mortals' prayers and to deliver them to other servants of the goddess.
That was before I fell into a trap set by Nyrissa.
So he's like an Amazon deliverer. Just he deals with wishes, prayers.
She took from me my powers and severed my bond with my goddess. At least, that's what I had thought.
Nyrissa threatened that if I didn't serve her, she'd never return my wings, and I'd never speak to Sarenrae again.
She made me... I'm lying to you again.
If it wasn't for my cowardice, Nyrissa would never have broken me to her will.
But I was afraid to remain mortal.
Nothing wrong with being mortal. I say as I never taste immortality.
Poor you. It must have been so hard. It's worse than slavery.
She sounds so condescending. So sarcastic.
A slave, if he has at least some bravery, will make every effort to escape. And this one, a witch wagged a finger at him and he went in and did what she said. And betrayed his friends too. Ugh.
To be fair, you were just sucking up whatever Master Yunus did to you. So you cannot talk about having the moral high ground here. Okay. And you had Octavia to keep you sane. Anyways, who is Nyrissa?
A nymph. One of the most beautiful of all creatures. Most wicked of all monsters. But who she is, what she wants, I do not know. I ran across her while traveling through the negative energy plane. A strange wound, like something had pierced time and space. In my pride, confident in my powers, I followed its path to this world. She dealt with me in a heartbeat.
Ooh, damn.
Before I could flee, she had entrapped me, filling my mind with horrible nightmares. And when I awoke, I was mortal. I had no choice. No choice at all.
Tell me about Nyrissa. Tell me about Nyrissa's search for the Oculus.
Nyrissa discovered an ancient power awakening beneath the doors of Lebanese. She knew of Mordecai, and she also knew of the Oculus. What she did not know is the location of his tomb.
The defaced sisters and the Numerian barbarians serving them were dispatched to search for the tomb's entrance. But you found it first, and you would have acquired the Oculus if it were not for me.
Okay. What did Nerissa want the Oculus of Abaddon for?
I don't know. After I failed her, after I failed to destroy you, she became angry with me. The only way to regain her favor was to find the Oculus of Abaddon and bring it to her. I don't know why she wants it, only that she will destroy anything in her path to possess it, including you. I beg you, be careful. She never forgets any who dare challenge her.
Well, I'm fine with that, because I will kill her. The sister mentioned some lies about sacred gift in mortal body.
When I awaked from Nerissa's enchantments, I was mortal, no longer a deva. Nerissa said she'd taken my gift of immortality and severed my bond with my goddess. But, according to what the sister said...
So you still have connection to your gods?
I don't understand what's true anymore, and what is not.
Before this, I thought Nerissa stood between me and Serenray.
But it seems like she was lying.
Alright, what is this ever-blooming flower you are talking about?
This was Nerissa's creation. A strange plant with seeds that bring death to the mortals and open gates to the first world. I don't know much else. All I've done was use my knowledge of the planes to root the flower in 2 worlds simultaneously.
Why are we asking this? We already know that.
What Nerissa did was deplorable. But I am not blameless. Serenray as my witness. I didn't want it to happen as it did. But in my fear of losing her divine light, my resolve crumbled. So I did what I was ordered to do.
To be fair, that one time we did the first autopsy on someone to... Not autopsy. Autopsy is something when someone's dead. The surgery on someone who was sick. He did point out where the seed was. He did a lucky guess, which in hindsight doesn't seem to be a lucky guess anymore, but he did in fact point it out. So yeah. This cultist from the Kingdom of the Cleansed who tried to kill me. Were you involved in that too?
Partly. Nerissa charmed the first faithful. Promised him and all his followers a paradise in exchange for your head. My job was to lure you to the trap.
Oh, she was trying so hard to kill us. She had like 20 people run at me to kill me. And all of them failed.
But Nerissa ordered me only to lure you to the trap. She never forbade me to protect you. That's why I fought by your side in that battle.
Good job. I made up my mind about what to do with you. Did I? Well, I did it. I mean, I was already set on what I do. It seems to you that a shadow of fear crosses Tristan's face, but he keeps silent.
Only you can decide, but I'd never be able to trust a traitor. Never.
Don't be like that. It's not like he wanted to. I can kill him. No more suffering. You are forgiven, Tristan.
Thank you. I'll leave you and head for the city. A walk will help me to figure out how I can make amends for everything.
You're not gonna say this last line? Till we meet again, Sam. Okay. I can do that then. Well, there we go. He's back.
It goes distance.
Thank you, Iron Golem. Can I not thank you? Imagine trying to open that chest now and failing. That would be a reload. Redoing the entire fight.
Step, step, step.
Vials and flasks are lined up neatly in the shelves. The flutes inside them have darkened and turned to sludge. Among the glasswares and damp paper notes, there are cut flowers, buds, petals, and leaves. Cool.
What's in we?
Thank you for that information. I guess this is not where we leave. Oh, come on. Why are there more traps?
requires your attention.
I'm taking baby steps now, huh? We finally done. Don't I have to I don't have to feel bad anymore? Nice. Alright, we got one person back into our team. Honestly, if this was me really role-playing that.
Step, step, step!
I'm not sure I would have done the same decision. Like, I still believe he would have done his best. That he isn't actually evil to us. But, you know,
Distance.
it would be hard to trust him. Just take him back. Not impossible. Mostly the problem is that we don't know if he's really still under a compulsion spell. Or a curse. I would have to work on that. I would have to use magic and all that to figure that out. If he's on his own now. Worst case, he's still under a spell and all of that was just an act. Someone with thousands of years of lifetime spent on Earth, on mortal plane. They have time to do all crazy things. Peaceful travelers. There's so much spell damage. Not spell damage. So much attribute damage. It's awful. Anything new? Lycanthrope Bane. Against werewolves, huh? That's sad. Werewolves are quite rare. Vermins.